Continuing with our progressions. Okay, this is the 4-bar section from measure 29. Okay, starts off very complex sound, and you wonder what on earth it is, of course. Okay, I mean, compare that to something like, or this. That's very simple. A little more complex, but wow, that's very complex. Okay, to take this apart and see what we've got here, well, what do you know about that? You got a tritone. So D is the root. Now then, you don't have an E flat, you've got the E flat down here, and that's the minor ninth, which normally goes down to a D because D is the root. So the minor ninth is just a step above the root, with the root being just right as half step lower, or the root being a major third below the F sharp, which is the major third, and the seventh is the step above, below the root. So anyway, you've got it. And then from there you go on to the tonic. Notice we got this octave. I've mentioned that several times. Well, that's fine. You've got the root on the fifth on the bottom, and the root, the fifth, the major third, and then you change it to a dominant and suspend that again. Okay, we had that. That's not a problem. The only thing is here, you got to realize what it is. From your tritone or from the minor ninth. There it is there. But I'm adding the root. I don't need that minor 9 here. And then on up to the tonic, dominant, suspend the fourth, then resolve it. Well, okay, and we wrote that all out, and so now let's see what we can do about that. Now, one thing about that is that you notice the G is held for 8 measures from measure 25 through 33. That's called a pedal point, or simply a pedal. That comes from organists who have a keyboard at their feet, and they can take their foot and put it on a pedal and simply hold it, and usually it's quite low. Notice anything here. That might be a nice thing for you to have fun with. I'm saying fun because it is enjoyable. You want to do something that you have some success with. With having to go through all this theory business that you usually do in a classroom, I'm saying be free and just have fun. Dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic. Whoa, isn't that? But that's complex. That resolves into something as simple. Those are so nice. Oh, it makes shivers go up my back. So wonderful. Now, just take your C major, C, E, G, up a half step to D flat, F, A flat. You've got the fifth and the bass. Oh, isn't that nice? Or then finally resolve it into your tonic. These are just such incredibly wonderful sounds that you can get from your basic 5 identities of chords, of 7th chords. Seventh chords, major, dominant, minor, half diminished, and diminished. And diminished, of course, is not functionable. You have to regard each one of these notes as a minor ninth and then resolve it. Or just simply realize that's the minor ninth of B. Then resolve it here. Or then you got a D. Or F. Excuse me. F, B flat, major or minor. What do we have? F. Alright, now the top note becomes an A flat into major or minor. Or minor. I'm improvising here. I don't have anything planned on this. This is just the way it is. So, now, on that particular chord, we determined that D is the root. So, D, dominant, minor 7. Now that's a dominant scale. Why? Because it has the major 3rd and the minor 7th. Theorists like to call it mixolydian. I hate these words. If I can avoid them, I will never use them. Dominant is as far as I go with. Or tetrachords, or I don't know. Got to get away from all this theory nonsense. Okay, so we have this chord here. Okay, now, you see I can include the minor ninth. What am I doing? Now that sounds rather complicated. What I'm doing is putting a half step below the note that I want to go to. So, well, if I want to go to the E flat, I'm just there already. Now I want to go to the F sharp. Now watch this. See, I surround it with notes and then go to it. Now the minor ninth, go below the D, because I want to get to the D, but I don't want to do it quite yet. I'll go below it and then up to the D. See what I did? I've got the D, let's say just the triad. Now if I want G dominant, so I've got the minor 7th, and then I just chromatic on up to D. Or, if that, or go a whole step above, or a half step above. In a nutshell, there's your principle of improvisation. Okay, what do we have? more can I say? This can be so exciting to get these sounds based upon the chords, the scales, and so on. Okay, enough today.